Spins on Reese, comes back. Yes, off the window.
As she's saying, too small on the way back. Very subtly so, but she had the hand.
Listen, man, Kiki Ariafin got the better of her today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 14 shooting. Man, Kiki stirring that pot on Angel today. Listen, the Chicago Sky are trash. And Washington Mystics, you are a 500 team fighting for the playoffs. You are scrapping to get into that playoffs, and I respect it. Led by 2 rookie all-stars.
The moment that set WNBA Twitter on fire wasn't a game-winning shot. It was a straight-up blooper. Wide open under the basket, Angel Reese hit the bottom of the backboard, and the announcers burst out laughing on live TV. Within seconds, the clip was everywhere, shared, memed, and mocked. For a player known for confidence and swagger, that one play put a big crack in the image she's been building. Angel Reese didn't just have a bad night. She suffered one of the most humiliating meltdowns the WNBA has seen this season, and it played out in front of a national audience. The Chicago Sky dismantled by the Washington Mystics, 103-86, with Reese right in the middle of the collapse. On paper, 22 points and 13 rebounds look solid. On camera, it was a disaster reel. Botched layups, blown defensive assignments, and moments so awkward the commentators literally laughed on air.
Listen, the Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show.
The humiliation had already been set in motion earlier. In the opening quarter, Shakira Austin put the ball through the hoop right over Reese, then immediately flashed the infamous too small taunt live, with the announcers gleefully replaying it for millions. It was a savage, unmistakable statement. Reese wasn't just getting scored on, she was being mocked. That single gesture became the lasting snapshot of the night, one player towering in confidence, the other caught shrinking under the spotlight. This wasn't just routine jawing between 2 competitors. It was the kind of psychological checkmate that strips away a player's entire image. The Mystics ripped through Chicago's interior defense, and Austin didn't just score. She seized control of the mental battle. For a player marketed as the face of the W, with a bold, unshakable persona, being toyed with on national TV was more than a bad look. It was brand damage in real time. The tide of the game, and maybe the season, started turning right there.
Shot 35%, 22 points, 13 rebounds, got to the free throw line multiple times, 11 free throws for Angel Reese, but the bloopies were blooping, and oh boy, here we go.
The reason this keeps happening is simple. It wasn't just one awkward moment. It was a trend that kept showing itself all night. Angel Reese couldn't get clean finishes at the rim, lost defensive positioning, and failed to spark the team energy she's famous for. The Sky's momentum slipped further with each misstep, and the sense of leadership fans expected from her just wasn't there. When the announcers' laughter echoed after a key blunder, it cemented the narrative for viewers at home. Reese was at the center of the storm as her team unraveled. Beyond that, it wasn't just a tough loss. It was a symbolic passing of the torch, and not in Reese's favor. 2 Mystics rookies didn't just put up numbers, they owned the game. They set the tempo, shredded Chicago's interior, and left Coach Marsh scrambling for answers. And right at the heart of that defensive collapse, Angel Reese. Her 22 points and 13 rebounds looked solid on paper, but the tape told a harsher story. She couldn't slow them down, she couldn't hold the paint, and she couldn't lead when the team needed it most.
All right, we go, right, easy open layup, and a stoink right off the bottom of the backboard, and we're just asking for a foul. We're asking for a foul. We throw the ball off the bottom, that's like the bottom side of the backboard, asking for a foul, no foul to be given in this current point in time.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, Sonia Citron was cooking with 28 points while Kiki Ariafin stacked up 22 and 10. Together, they became the first rookie duo in Mystics history to each drop 20+ in the same game, and they pulled it off against a Sky roster supposedly built for veteran dominance inside. For Reese, a former NCAA champion, getting outclassed by 2 fresh faces wasn't just another loss in the standings. It was a statement, one the entire league heard loud and clear. The timing couldn't have been worse. Just days earlier, Angel Reese went on NBA Today and boldly declared she was coming for everyone, even putting herself in the same conversation as icons like Candace Parker. Now, that confidence is starting to look more like overreach. Reese is working to craft a media persona built on swagger and showmanship, but veterans like Parker have a way of reminding the league that talk is cheap, and that results speak louder. When you underperform and then catch shade from a legend, the internet will make sure the clip lives forever.
And Angel Reese had the nerve to say they have the best young core in the league. First of all, we all know the Indiana Fever had the best young core in the league with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Forget young core. That's probably the best duo, period. So during that whole thing, when she said, yo, we the skyscrapers, best young duo in the league.
So when Parker fired off a single eyes emoji after the Mystics game, WNBA Twitter exploded. Fans already knew her reputation for sending subtle, calculated jabs, and with Reese trending for all the wrong reasons, the connection was instant. Whether Parker meant it as a direct hit or just casual observation didn't matter. The message was received loud and clear. The all-time great was watching, and possibly judging, every move. The shine is wearing off fast. 11 straight double-doubles sounds impressive until you look at the scoreboard. The Chicago Sky sit at 719, buried at the bottom of playoff contention. That's not just a slump, that's a full-blown collapse. And while Angel Reese keeps posting steady numbers, critics are calling it for what it is: empty stats. When your team is getting run off the floor while you're on it, the box score stops feeling like proof of dominance and starts looking like padding.
When she said that, I told y'all, we all knew CC and AB was better. That's not even a conversation. I said, wait a second. Are y'all sure, Angel, are you sure you and Camila are better than Sonia Citron and Kiki? The last I checked, the Washington Mystics had 2 rookies that made the All-Star team. And boy, did they show why today. They took this matchup personal.
What makes this reality harder to ignore with each game? 6 for 16 shooting, 5 fouls, missed rotations and defensive lapses. That's not elite impact, it's a mirage. Fans are catching on, asking if her streak is simply masking bigger flaws: shaky rim protection, lapses in awareness, and a chemistry problem no sponsor can solve. The numbers might stay intact, but the mystique is fading fast. The damage to her reputation isn't something you can fix with PR spin. More and more WNBA fans are over the Angel Reese hype machine. The magazine covers, sneaker launches, and primetime interviews have been relentless, but the game hasn't backed it up. What was pitched as the rise of a basketball phenom is starting to feel like a brand-first distraction. People didn't buy tickets for the Reese show. They wanted results on the court. Right now, Reese is leaning heavier on celebrity than performance. That's becoming a serious problem.
Kira Austin going at him. Everybody's just going at him. The Chicago Sky are food. And I mean, it's just embarrassing to the point where it's like, you, like, as a Sky fan, y'all are probably happy y'all lost by less than 20 points today. And that is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. Y'all getting popped, bro. Y'all not just losing. Y'all getting smoked by 20 and 30 and 40 and almost 50. Bro, y'all are terrible. Something has to change. Something has to change.
The frustration isn't coming out of nowhere. It's been building for months. Fans feel misled, sold a superstar package that doesn't deliver under game lights. Week after week, the headlines are the same. Another viral blunder, another ego-fueled soundbite, another double-double that doesn't change the scoreboard. Reese isn't just facing her opponents anymore. She's up against the weight of her own hype. And so far, that's a battle she's losing. Every loss chips away at the illusion, and the calls for wins over noise are only getting louder. Consider Caitlin Clark's leadership style: calm, precise, and relentlessly efficient. It couldn't be more different from Angel Reese's louder, controversy-driven brand. Side by side, the comparison is damning. Clark is doing more with less, while Reese is doing less with more. And in the world of sports branding, that's lethal. Because when your main rival is making you look unserious simply by excelling at the game, every misstep you make only amplifies the gap.
To this, we have the commentators that are actually laughing at this.
To be able to attack and finish inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it locked. Give this one to...
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it locked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves. Like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious real quick.
While Reese is going viral for the wrong reasons, Clark is stacking wins and rewriting the record books. The Indiana Fever, a team loaded with rookies and short on big-name talent, is climbing in the standings. Clark selling out arenas, keeping her squad competitive, and delivering when it matters most. Both rookies entered the league under massive hype, but only one is backing it up on the floor, and she's doing it without the noise. For Reebok, this is the nightmare scenario. They built a multi-million-dollar comeback campaign around Reese's supposed dominance, but dominance means nothing if it evaporates under the lights. This game didn't just expose weaknesses, it cracked open her entire brand. And what came next wasn't quiet. Fans roasted her, legends threw shade, even the business world started whispering. Because in pro sports, some losses fade, but this was public, ruthless, and the kind of night that can follow you for the rest of your career.
Angel Reese went home and got cooked in front of everybody. She played a good game, but her team got destroyed. This team is pitiful. Pitiful. And the sad part is, it's not like they have anywhere to turn. Ariel Atkins didn't play today, but she ain't been winning them no game. It's not, they have nowhere to turn.
For a company trying to claw its way back into the sports spotlight, this is dangerous territory. Angel Reese was meant to be Reebok's answer to Caitlin Clark, a game-changing talent who could sell sneakers and set trends. Instead, her name is now tied to losing streaks, ego clashes, and off-court distractions. In brand marketing, perception is everything, and the perception around Reese is shifting fast. If Reebok starts quietly phasing her out or even walks away entirely, it won't be a surprise. Behind the scenes, the whispers are getting louder. Reebok may be rethinking its decision to build a comeback campaign around her. The Angel Reese collection was supposed to symbolize dominance, relevance, and star power, but her games are going viral for all the wrong reasons. Her leadership is under fire, and her image is tilting toward controversy over credibility. The brand took a gamble on performance and hype, and now both are under threat.
They went and made moves in the offseason as if they had a team to go out and win games and try to compete right now. Going and giving up your young draft pick for Ariel Atkins, going and getting Vandersloot, who's hurt. I mean, I just don't understand the direction they thought they were going in. But this has been malpractice from the management to the coaching to a lot of these players. Terrible.
The harsh truth is that Reese's biggest threat might not be Caitlin Clark, Candace Parker, or critics. It could be her own choices. The endless trash talk, the clumsy post-game soundbites, the emphasis on fashion moments over film study. It's all adding up to the picture of a rookie acting like a celebrity first, athlete second. But this isn't college anymore. In the WNBA, veterans are ruthless. The schedule is punishing, and nobody hands out sympathy points. There's still time for a turnaround, but the clock is ticking fast. Angel Reese is stacking the wrong kind of highlights, feeding media narratives, and giving sponsors reasons to second-guess their investment. Keep playing for the cameras instead of the scoreboard, and this won't just be a rough rookie season. It'll be the start of a brand that burned bright and flamed out early. And make no mistake, Reebok is watching every move.